My name is George Frias. I served the United States Army from 2007 to 2011. I was a 19 Delta Cavalry Scout. Served in Baghdad, Iraq from 2007 to 2009. Came back and discharged in 2011.
I'm Matthew Marcy. Maddie and Mrs. Hash's first grade is my son. I went to the United States Military Academy at West Point, served in the Army in Germany, and the first Gulf War, also known as Operations Desert Shield, Desert Storm.
My name is John Marcy. I retired from the United States Army after 30 years of service. My first 2 years were in the infantry, and then I became a pilot and served the rest of my time flying airplanes and helicopters. I went to Vietnam twice, once in 1968 during the Tet Offensive. I zigged instead of zagging and got wounded in the left leg. Then I went back to Vietnam a second time in 1970. After the Vietnam War,
is Johnny and Maddie's great-grandpa, Linton. You were in World War II and what, Dad? About when?
I think in February of 43, if I'm not mistaken.
And you were on the B-24, right?
Yeah, I was tail gunner on the B-24.
Huh?
Never shot anybody down or anything like that.
Wayne Royce. I'm Kaylee's grandfather. I was a captain in the United States Army. I served in South Vietnam with the 114th Assault Helicopter Company and 101st Airborne as a helicopter pilot.
Hi, I'm Wiley R. Strickland. I'm Emma and Keely Davidson's grandfather. I served in the U.S. Army from 1966 to 67 in Vietnam with the 9th Infantry Division. I served a total of 6 years, 2 years active and 4 years inactive with the U.S. Army.
Hello, I'm Chief Warrant Officer Dennis Mahaffey. I'm the very proud grandpa of Jameson and Cameron Mahaffey. I served in the Army for 34 years, retiring in 2011. Thank you, students, for honoring all veterans on this special day.
Hello, my name is Peter Coughlin. I'm a retired Lieutenant Colonel from the United States Air Force. I spent 20 years in the United States Air Force. I had 4 tours in Vietnam, and I am the step-grandfather of Corey Suddeth, and my primary job while I was in the Air Force was a B-52 pilot.
My name is Captain Ben Opel, United States Marine Corps. I'm a cyber defense specialist and I've served for 7 years, 8 months of which I spent in Afghanistan back in 2012. I'd like to give a big hoorah to my nephews Will and Henry Schofler, and Semper Fi.
Gauze. My grandson's name is Ashton James Gauze. I was a Master Gunnery Sergeant in the United States Marine Corps. I served from 1967 to 1998, active in reserve. I fought in Vietnam in the infantry, and in Desert Storm in 1990, I was a counterintelligence officer. I'd do everything all over again if I had to.
Hi, my name is Don Harry. Ashton Gauze is my grandson, and he attends kindergarten at Round Hill Elementary. I proudly served in the United States Army from 1967 to 1971 to include a 15-month tour in South Korea. My job was in the Finance Corps, where I was responsible for paying soldiers. I'd like to wish everybody out there a very happy Veterans Day. Thanks.
My name is Charles Browning. I served in the United States Navy with the Naval Security Group from 1967 to 1971, serving in the Philippines as well as Washington, D.C. headquarters. My claim to fame today is Andrew Davis, your principal, is my son-in-law. I wish a happy Veterans Day to all our veterans.
Happy Veterans Day, Round Hill Bears. My name is Chris Largent. I'm Rebecca Largent's dad. She's in 4th grade in Miss Parker's class, and I'm very proud of her, and I'm proud of all of you for this recognition of veterans on Veterans Day 2016. I'm proud to say that I served in the United States Army for 5 years as a line-of-sight radio technician, and I operated radio vans, raised antennas, and relayed signals halfway across the globe to Fort Huachuca in support of this great country. Thank you all for your recognition today.
Hi everybody, my name is Zach Veslick. I'm the cousin of Mackenzie Brown. For the last 12 years, I've been in the United States Navy as a CB in the Naval Construction Force. Currently stationed in Virginia Beach, Virginia. Love you, Mackenzie. God bless America.
My name is Roy Trumbull. I'm the proud grandfather of John Jenkins. I'm also an Army veteran. I served from 1969 to 1998 as a member of the United States Army Special Forces. The thing I like most about Veterans Day is that it's also John's birthday. Happy birthday, John.
Hello, this is Craig Peralt, father of Emily Peralt. I served in the United States Navy from 1997 to 2004. I served in Great Lakes, Illinois, Pensacola, Florida, Honolulu, Hawaii, and Washington, D.C.
Hi, I'm Connor. Hi, I'm Chase. Our dad served in the United States Navy.
Go Navy, beat Army!
Hello, Round Hill Elementary School. My name is Gerald McCaskey Sr. I'm the grandfather of Courtney McCaskey. I served in the United States Marine Corps as a corporal from 1967 to 1969, active duty in the Republic of Vietnam. I also served in Guam and Okinawa. I was part of the 3rd Marine Division, 1st Amphibious Tractor Battalion.
Hi, I'm Frank Odom. My grandson is Cameron Reisinger. I served in the United States Air Force. I served from 1968 to 1971, and I was stationed in San Antonio, Texas. And I did one tour in Kumsan, South Korea.
I am Frank Deal. My granddaughters are Natalie and Josie Urish. I served in the United States Army from 1965 until 1967. I was in the headquarters company of the 3rd Brigade in the 82nd Airborne Division. I was a paratrooper.
I am Major Will McCullers, United States Marine Corps, retired, and I'm the proud grandfather of Addison McCullers. I was in the Marines from 1973 to 1993, and I flew the Cobra attack helicopter. I was stationed in many places in the U.S. and overseas, then at sea aboard ship.
Hello, my name is Gerard. I'm the uncle of Ian and Mrs. Hollis' 4th grade class, and I served in the U.S. military for over 20 years and was stationed in Europe, the Middle East, and the U.S. And just want to say thanks to Ian and all his classmates at Round Hill Elementary for taking the time to gather and recognize this year's Veterans Day. Thank you.
Hello, I'm Denise Lana.
And I'm Scott Lana.
And we both served proudly in the United States Air Force. I started out at Minot Air Force Base, North Dakota, where I served as a ground radar systems technician. And later on, I went to Eglin Air Force Base in Florida, where I served in the public relations office.
And I was stationed in Minot Air Force Base, and I was an air traffic controller there.
Happy Veterans Day.
Hi everyone, I'm Joe Poltro. I'm Hayden's dad. He's a student at Round Hill Elementary School, currently in kindergarten. I'm a Special Forces operator, currently serving in Afghanistan on my 5th deployment. I've been all over the world over the last 11 years, and I really look forward to being home for the holidays this year. Thanks for everything. God bless.
Hey there, this is Rob Trumbull, and John Jenkins is my nephew. I had great experiences in the Army. I was a sergeant in the 3rd Ranger Battalion. I flew helicopters in the 101st Airborne Division. I participated in operations all over the world, including Central America, Europe, Southwest Asia, and I really appreciate you supporting veterans.
Hello, I'm Bob Hoover, the proud grandfather of Miss Kaylee Halverson. I retired from the United States Navy as a Master Chief Petty Officer in 1993 after 30 years of service, including 4 tours of duty in Vietnam. Thank you for recognizing all veterans and their families.
This is Quincy Lucas's great-grandfather, Major Byron G. Ames, who was in the Army and the National Guard from the 1940s to the 1960s. He was very proud of his service to his country.
I'm Sophie Mason's granddad, Danny Hancock. I was in Vietnam from
1969 to 1972. My rank was Sergeant E5. I was in the U.S. Army. My MOS was 62J, equipment operator.
My name is Hong Cao. I'm the father of Claire and Evelyn Cao in Mrs. Foster's kindergarten class. I'm a Navy Explosive Ordnance Disposal Officer and deep sea diver, and I currently serve at the Pentagon. I came in the Navy in 1989, and I'm proud to serve.
My name is Sergeant Matthew Poth. I was in the United States Marine Corps from 2004 to 2008. I went to Iraq twice as an infantry machine gunner, the first time in 2005 along the Syrian border, the second time on the outskirts of Fallujah, as well as some other places. Currently I work at Parkview High School, second to none, and I am married to your amazing library assistant, Mary Poth.
I am Captain Eric Weeman. I am married to your school librarian, Mrs. Weeman. I spent 25 and a half years both active and reserve in the United States Navy as a pilot, and I retired in October of 2006.
My name is Carl Johnson, and I'm the great-grandfather of Ava and Owen Winslow. I'm a veteran of World War II, Korea, and Vietnam. In World War II, I was a bomber pilot in the Army Air Corps. In Korea, I was in the Army. I was an Army aviator, and I flew light airplanes. And in Vietnam, I flew helicopters, airplanes, and I was also an aviation staff officer.